Everyone, and welcome back to Next Stitch Designs with me, Sylvia. In today's video, I am going to show you how to crochet this very easy crochet granny triangle summer top. So for today's video, I will be using this beautiful cotton cake yarn, which I just love. Look at these colors. They are just super beautiful. I love to work with cotton yarn during the summer as it feels so nice on your body and it just cools you down and it's just super comfortable to wear. So I like to use cotton for my summer projects, but of course you can use any yarn you like or prefer. This yarn is 100% cotton and it has got 210 meters or 230 yards, and it's a DK weight yarn, I would say. On the package, when I was ordering this yarn, it says Aran, but I would say it's more DK. So I would say it's DK as it's quite thin. But of course, you can use any yarn you like or prefer. For this yarn, I will be using 3.5 millimeters hook. You will need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and the tape measure later on. First, we are going to start with the slip knot. Hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your two fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook. And this is your slip knot. Now, we are going to start with the chain of 4. Yarn over and pull through the loop you had on your hook. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and now we are going to create a ring. To do so, you are going to slip stitch into this very first chain right here. To do so, you are going to insert into this very first stitch, like so, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop you had on your hook, like so. And that's how you slip stitch. Now we have created this ring, as you can see, and we will be working right in the middle. So right here, do not work into the stitch. We'll be working right in the middle of our ring. But first, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now we are going to work in our ring right in the middle. And in this ring, you will place 2 more double crochet. And this chain of 3 is counting as your first one. So we will create our first cluster. Yarn over, insert right in the middle. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through, first 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, like so. And we need 1 more. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, bring it up, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, and we need to create one more cluster. So we will place 3 double crochet again in the middle of this ring to create our second cluster. Yarn over, insert, bring it up 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and we need 2 more. And the last one. Like so. So we have 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and chain of 2 between them, as this first chain of 3 is counting as our first double crochet. Next, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, like so. And now we can turn our work. Now, where is your chain of 3 coming from? Right here. You will place 2 more double crochet, and this chain of 3 is counting as your first one. So altogether you will have 3 double crochet, and it will be your first cluster. So yarn over, insert, work your second double crochet, and 1 more, yarn over, insert, pull through 2 and pull through 2, like so. And that's your first cluster here. Your next cluster will be right under this chain of 2 in this space. So you will yarn over and place 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. So every time I say cluster, you already know it will be 3 double crochet in the same place. Now we have our first cluster in this space, and now we need to chain 2 again, 1 and 2. And into the same space, you will place another cluster. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and the last one, 3. So we have done cluster, chain of 2, cluster in this space under this chain of 2. Next, you are going to work your cluster on top of this chain of 3. So if you look from the top, it will be much easier to see these V's right here. So I'm going to yarn over and find the top of the chain, like so, and work my first double crochet, and you will need 2 more into the same place where you have done this first double crochet to create our cluster. So into the same place, place the second double crochet and the third one to complete your cluster, like so. So for this row 2, we have cluster, and then we have 2 clusters with the chain of 2 between them, and then we have cluster on top of this chain of 3. Next, you are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn your work. And you will start again exactly the same as you did in this row 2. So where is your chain of 3 coming from? Into the same place, you will place 2 more double crochet to create your first cluster. So into the same place, place 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2, so 1, 2 and 3 all together. And now you will see this space. Into this space you will place cluster, so 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and now you will place cluster, chain of 2 cluster into this middle space right here. So cluster, so 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2 and cluster into the same space. So 1, 2 and 3, like so. Next you will work your cluster in this space here, so 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and your last cluster will be again on top of this chain of 3. So just find the top of your chain, so your last cluster on top of this chain of 3. If you can't see from this side, have a look from this side and you can clearly see the V's. So just work your 3 double crochet like so, and work your first double crochet, 1, 2 and the last one, 3, like so. So for this row 3 we have done cluster, and this chain of 3 is counting as your first double crochet. Then we worked into this space here, then we worked cluster, chain 2, cluster under this chain of 2 in this space, then we have done cluster in this space, and then our last cluster is on top of this chain of 3 for this row 3. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and turn your work. And this is your pattern repeat. So you will, as you grow your triangle bigger and bigger, you will have more of these spaces on each side, as you can see. So for this row 4 I will have more spaces again, so I will work cluster here, and then in the middle it will be always the same. In the middle you will always place cluster, chain 2, cluster, and then on this side, as you can see, you have 2 spaces, and then your last cluster will be on top of this chain of 3. And as you grow bigger and bigger, you will have more of these spaces on each side, but you will always work exactly the same in the middle. Cluster, chain 2, cluster. So I will show you one more time. So we chained 3 and turned our work, so we can start row 4. Again, I will need 2 more into the same place where is my chain of 3 coming from. And chain of 3 is counting as my first double crochet. So I am creating my first cluster here. 1, 2, 3 double crochet into the same place. On this side I have space here and space here, so I will work cluster here, cluster, then into the next space work your cluster, and in the middle cluster, chain 2, cluster. The middle will be always the same. So cluster, chain 2 and cluster. Like so. Again, I have space here and space here, so I will place cluster, cluster, and then your last cluster will be on top of this chain of 3. Like so. And that's how you are going to repeat for as many rows as you need. And as I said, as you get bigger and bigger, you will have more of these spaces on each side. As you can see, now I have 1, 2, and 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, but in the middle you will always work cluster, chain 2, cluster. And remember, always work your first cluster once you chain 3, and then you will add 2 more into the same place, and once you finish, you will have your last cluster on top of this chain of 3 on this side. So you will repeat it like so, and once you have it, then I show you what to do next. And this top can be made for any size. This is size M, so to do it for your size, you will simply place it on you like so. This will go close to your neck, and you will work on your rows until these 2 ends will touch each other behind your back. Okay, so this is size M. I will be finishing here for my size. Now I will give you 2 options. First option will be with the chains, which I'm going to do in this video. And second option is that you can finish this top the same way as I did for my bandana. And I will leave the video in this right top corner here, so you can check it out, to finish this edge with the single crochet. So you will just place 3 single crochet under these chains of 3 like so, to make this edge nice and neat. But I think with this yarn it looks amazing, so I am going to leave it like this, because this edge is already nice and neat, so you don't really need to add anything to it, but it's up to you. I wanted to give you this second option, so you have 2 options and you can decide whichever you like or prefer. So I am going to simply chain 1 and fasten off like so, and I am going to leave this edge like this. Next, we are going to work on this top part. Next, we are going to do some sewing. Now you will be using your yarn needle and the yarn. Of course, you can use the matching yarn. Now we will be working on the wrong side. So make sure, this is my wrong side here, as I have a few knots here and there. So this is my wrong side, and now we are going to take this top part and we are going to fold it like this, and I am going to fold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere here. So let me just count. So this will be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you will count 8 of these clusters in the middle, and you will fold it like this. Now we are going to hold it like so, and we are going to do some sewing. Prepare your yarn needle and your yarn. Of course, you can have matching one, but I wanted you to see what I'm doing. So I have this lighter color. So you will hold it like so, and then you will go from the bottom, and you will basically, and you will sew this triangle. So you will start from here all the way down, and you will finish here, and this way it will be much stronger. So I will just go like this, so the knot is inside, and I will do 2-3 stitches here, but I am only getting this top layer of this double crochet, so it doesn't go on the right side. Okay, so there is my knot here, and then again only from the top here, and I will simply just, my hand sewing is really the worst, so you just try to do your best. You can also use invisible thread if you like, but I wanted you to see what I'm doing, so I needed to use this one. And you will simply just take the top part of this double crochet like so, like this, and like this, only this bottom part of this triangle, and this will hold nice and strong. And now I will do knot like so, and not to worry if your hand sewing is as bad as mine, it will be inside anyway. This is your right side, and we will thread a long chain through here. Okie dokie, so this is my triangle. Just ignore this hand stitching, is really not very good. So I went from here all the way down, and I ended here, and this should hold very nice and strong. Next, we are going to chain a very long chain, and to start the chain you will simply start with a slip knot like so, and you will chain a really long chain for your top. And I'm finishing my chain here, so I will simply just fasten off like so, and my chain is done. And my chain is 340 centimeters long, so 3 meters and 40 centimeters. So next we are going to hide all the ends. And this is our top ready for the next step. So now I'm going to show you how to thread your chain. So first, this is the wrong side, like so. Also show you how to do it on the mannequin later on. But first, we are going to fold our chain in half like this. Also, these ends, you can leave the knots, or you can just create extra knot if you want, but you can also attach the beads. So you would attach the bead, you would thread the bead, and then you would do the knot at the end, so you won't lose your bead. So let's just fold it in half like this, your long chain, and now we are going to thread it through like this. Only one half, like so. So you have it exactly in half, and this will go around your neck like so. So this will be just under your chin. And what I like to do, you can, again, now I will give you two options. Now you can simply just do it like this, and then you would count 8 of these spaces like this. So I will show you two options. So this first one, you thread it in the middle, and now you are going to cross this chain like this, like so. Okay, this will go around your neck, and this cross will be right behind your neck, like so. And then once you cross there, you will count 8 of these spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you will simply go from the inside into this 8th one, like so. So that's 1. And you will do exactly the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go from the inside. You can use the hook if you want. Go from the inside like this. So you will get this cross, and then you will do in each of these, you will always cross first, and then you will go 1, 2, and into the third one from the inside. Or you can go into all of these if you want. It will look nice again as well. Or you can skip 2, or you can skip 3. It's up to you. So let's just do it in each of them. So I will go into the next one here on this side from the inside. Next one on this side from the inside. Then I will cross it again like this. From the inside. Oopsie daisy, I missed one, so I need to go back and go into this space here, like so. On this side, into the next, down like this, and it will look amazing. Again, cross it like so. Go into the next one here, from the inside into the next one here. Again, cross it. And then into the next one, just cross this one, go from the inside, like so. Again, cross it, go from the inside, go from the inside, like this. And to take it in and out, you will simply just loosen it up so it can go through your head, and then you will just tighten it like this. Okay, so again, I have one here on this side, one on this side, and the last one on this side, and last one on this side. like this, and then you have this corset style like so. Just make sure you loosen it up like this, because this needs to go through your head like so. And then you will just tie a bow or whatever, or just a knot like this, and this will hang nicely. And this is behind your back like so. And then I have one more option. I will show you the next option as well. So just this will go like this. So if you turn it, see, I have my needle here. So if you turn it this way, this will go like so around your neck. This will be behind like this. Not to worry, I will show you both options on the mannequin as well, so you can see. So I will show you both of these styles on the mannequin as well. And this is your first option. For second option, the second option, you can start to thread in each of these spaces right under your under armpit. So instead of counting 8 here, as we did for our first option, we counted 8 here and 8 here, and then we were threading our chain. And for this second option, you can start to thread just under your arm, and it will give you a different style because your threading will start from here. So this one would go here, and you would have this corset style all over your back. So you have two options, and now you decide which one you like or prefer. So simply just count more of these spaces higher up on each side and start to thread exactly the same way as we did in option 1. So somewhere under your arm. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia, and please don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.